Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Jai Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Om Jnana Timiridasya Jnanan Jnanasalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yukta Padakamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavam Scha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahogana Ragunastam Bitam Tam Sajivam Sadvetam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Sha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvese Sashunyavadi Pasachade Satarini Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindubhyaivacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namini Gauratize Namaha Nityanando Vatutendur Vasuda Pranavalabhar Janavir Jivita Patir Krishna Prema Prabhu Padmavati Sutta Srimam Sachidananda Purvajaha Bhavam Mata Jagat Rakta Rakta Gora Kele Varaha Advaitam Harinadvaita Racharyam Bhakti Shamshanat Bhaktavataram Itam Sham Advaita Acharya Shraye Panchatattvamakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakti Shaktikam Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Pankajanabaya Nama Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanitraya Namaste Pankajagraye Namo Brahmanya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha Jagaritaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopita Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Jayatam Surato Pango Mama Madhirgatima Sarvaswa Padam Pujo Radha Madana Mohano Divyar Vindaranya Kalpadrumada Srimad Ranadgara Simhastanastau Srila Govinda Devo Prishyalibi Sevya Manosmarami Shrimam Rasarasarambi Vamsivata Tatastita Karsan Venu Swanai Gopi Gopinata Sriyestunaha Taptakan Chanagaurangi Radhe Brindavanishwari Brishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarvam Kanti Samohini Paraha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam lagayete grim yatkri patamahan vande Shri Guru Dina Taranam Paramanam Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Akanda Mandalakaram Vyaptayina Chara Charam Tatpadam Dashitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna. So we are happy to be here this morning to speak something about Madhavendrapuri's devotional service in relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And for our discussion, we will start with text 1 of the chapter 4 of Madhyama Lila of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. So I think we have it on the board, right? Yasmai datum churayam shira bandam Gopinata Shra Chaurabindo Bhut Sri Gopala Pradarasit Vasasan Yat Premnatam Madhavendram Natosmi Yasmai datum chorayam shra bandam Gopinata shra chorabindo bhut Shri Gopala pradurasit vasasan Yat Premnatam Madhavendram Natosmi Yasmai datum choryam shirabandam Gopinata shra chorabindo bhut Sri Gopala pradura silvasasam Yat Premnatam Madhavendram Natosmi. We can try. Someone can try. Asmai datum churam shi bandam Gopinata Shira Charabino Gopala Pradu Assassin Ya Premnatam Madhavendram Natosmi Yasmai datum churayam shirabandam Gopinata shira chobinomu Sri Gopala Pradu Sarasivasan Ya Premnatam Madhavendram Natosmi Yasmai datum churayam shirabandam Gopinata Shino Chobino Rambut. Gopala Pradura Sivasansan. Ya Premna Tammadevirdram Natosmi. Yasmai Datum Churayam Shirabandam. Gopinata Shira Chobino Mut. Gopala Pradasa Vasasan. Ya Prema Tammadevirdram Natosmi. Matanjis. Yasmai Datum Churayam Shirabandam. Gopinata Shira Chorabino Nabut. Sri Gopala Pradura Sivasansan. Ya Premna Tammadevendram Nasosmi. Word for word translation. Yasmai, unto whom? Datum, to deliver. Chorayan, stealing. Shirabandam, the pot of sweet rice. Gopinataha, Gopinath. Shirachora, stealer of a pot of sweet rice. Abidaha, celebrated. Albut, became. Sri Gopalaha, Sri Gopala deity. Pradurasit, appeared. Vasaha, captivated. San, being. Yat, Premna, by his love. Tam, unto him. Madhavendram, Srila Madhavendrapuri, who was in the Madhva Sampradaya. Nata, Asmi, I offer my respectful obeisances. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my Madhavendrapuri, who was given a pot of sweet rice stolen by Sri Gopinath, celebrated thereafter as Shira Chora. Being pleased by Madhavendrapuri's love, Sri Gopal, the deity at Govardhan, appeared to the public vision. Purport. Bhaktivinoda Thakur annotates that this Gopala deity was originally installed by Vajra, the great-grandson of Krishna. Madhavendrapuri rediscovered Gopala and established him on top of Govardhan Hill. This Gopala deity is still situated at Naradwar and is under the management of descendants of Vallabhacharya. The worship of the deity is very luxurious, and one who goes there can purchase varieties of prasadam by paying a small price. So I seek the blessings of all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis assembled here so that we can say something for our own purification and probably for the benefit of the audience. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami makes a very, very relevant statement in this regard. What does it say? It says, Durgame Patime Indasya Skala Pada Gater Muhura Yatswa Kripa Danena Santa Santu Avalambalam. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, a very, very exalted Vaishnava, on the platform of Srila Vyasdev, to compile the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one requires special empowerment. Like Vrindavan Das Thakur, he compiled Chaitanya Bhagavat, and he is placed on the platform of Srila Vyasdev. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is praying that to do this service, very special service, he needed the support of all the Vaishnavas. Swakripa yasti dhanena santa santu avalambalam. Durgame pati indasya. Durgame means my path is very, very difficult. And it is very, very slippery. That is the nature of this material world. Material world is controlled by Durga Devi. And so it is a very, very difficult place. Not only that, it is also very, very slippery. When we take onto the path of Krishna consciousness, the ground is so slippery that in the beginning we are so serious, but as we progress along the line, because of the very slippery nature of this material world, along the line we get discouraged. Along the line we even find very, very staunch, determined personality. They give up the process because this place is very difficult and very slippery. Jai Shishigonitai, Lalita Vishaka, Rasta Vihari, Sitaram Lakshmi Hanuman Kijai. So such exalted personalities like Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, they teach us by their personal example that we must constantly pray. Sometimes we think that because we are chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which is considered the greatest mantra, therefore we don't need to pray. I've heard this from many devotees. I said, Prabhu, we are chanting Hare Krishna, therefore we don't need to pray. I said, but Srila Prabhupada himself prayed. Srila Prabhupada is the greatest proponent of the Hare Krishna mantra. Without Srila Prabhupada, I don't think I will ever hear about the Hare Krishna mantra. He carried the Maha Mantra across the ocean and established this movement in America. And from there, he spread the mantra across the globe, across the world. Still, when Prabhupada comes before RadhaRasbihari, Prabhupada will stand there and pray and even shed tears. It is said that one time, Srila Prabhupada is standing before the deities and he's shedding tears. And some devotees were bold enough to ask him, Srila Prabhupada, why are you standing before the deity and why are you shedding tears? And Srila Prabhupada said, I am praying to them to protect me so that I may not fall down from the path of devotional service. So if such a Mahabhagavat, Uttama Bhakta, Srila Prabhupada, is praying to Radha Madhava, to RadhaRasbihari, then what is our position? We should even pray more. So therefore, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj is teaching by his personal example, that to execute devotional service in this very difficult environment of the material world, we must constantly pray. So it should be part of it. And actually it's one of the angas of bhakti. Among the 9 angas of bhakti, Vandanam, it is one of the angas. So if we are doing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, then why don't we do Vandanam? What prevents us from doing Vandanam? So therefore, every devotee must pray. And in fact, if you go through the Srimad Bhagavatam, you would find that from Canto 1 to Canto 12, they are all prayers. That is a fact. In every canto, you will find one devotee's prayers. So if such personalities who are reported in the Srimad Bhagavatam, described, their glory described in the Srimad Bhagavatam, are praying, then what prevents us from praying? So I always tell devotees, please pray. Sometimes we have difficulty in chanting even the rounds of the 16 rounds because we are not praying to the holy name. We should pray to the holy name. The holy name is a personality. You should pray to him. Please allow me to chant your glories. Please help me to chant you attentively. We should constantly pray. All our acharyas, we sing all the songs in the morning. We sing all the songs in the afternoon. We sing all the songs in the evening. They are the prayers of our previous acharyas. They are prayers. So every devotee must always be in the mood of prayer. And prayer is a link with the Supreme. The easiest way to link with the Supreme Personality of Godhead is through prayer. Especially in Kali Yuga. In other yogas, people meditate, people do all kinds of things. But in Kali Yuga, our link with the Supreme Personality of Godhead is by prayer. So anyway, let prayer not take away our class. It is not, we're not talking about prayer today. We're supposed to speak about Madhavendrapuri's devotional service. So, as we all know, Madhavendrapuri is a very, very special personality. It is said that before Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in this world, he first of all sent forward his very, very close associates. He sent forth an advance party. When an important person travels, there is always an advance party. Even when our prime minister or a president of a country is traveling, there is always an advance party who will set the stage, make sure that everything is in order before he arrives. So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, before he appeared in this world, he had already sent some of his very, very close associates. They include Advaita Acharya, Nityananda Prabhu, Jagannath Mishra, Sachimata, Madhavendrapuri, Ishwarapuri, and many other wonderful devotees. They were all part of Mahaprabhu's associates. And therefore, for the Lord to manifest his Leela in this world, he had to send them ahead of time. And we see each of these people, each of these devotees, they played such a crucial role in the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Madhavendrapuri, he took Diksha from Lakshmi Pati Tirtha. in the Madhvacharya Sampradaya. He initiated many, many disciples. But chief among the disciples were Advaita Acharya, Ishwarapuri, and sometimes they even mention Lord Nityananda. And in fact, most of the Vaishnavas in Bengal and Orissa, they all come in the line of Madhavendrapuri. So because the Lord has to perform his pastimes in Bengal and Orissa, he had to create the scene. He had to create the arena for such a wonderful pastimes to take place. Ishwarapuri is a direct disciple of Madhavendrapuri. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he took his Diksha from Ishwarapuri. It is mentioned how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, under the guise of going to Gaya to perform the Shraddha ceremony for his father. But actually, his mission for going to Gaya was not to perform the father's Shraddha ceremony. Why should Lord Chaitanya perform Shraddha ceremony for his father? He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He can deliver the whole world. Can't he deliver his father? Why does he have to perform Shraddha ceremony? It's not necessary. But in order to meet Ishwarapuri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told the devotees, I am going to Gaya to perform Shraddha ceremony for my father. But actually the reason why he went was to meet Ishwarapuri. When he met Ishwarapuri in Gaya, it was so intimate. It was so sweet. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally cooked a meal and offered it to Ishwarapuri. And Ishwarapuri was saying, no, no, no. You take, the meal is for you. You cook for yourself. Eat. And Mahaprabhu said, no. You are my worshipful deity. You must eat first before I will eat. And so on that plea, Ishwarapuri accepted prasadam cooked by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so the initiation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took place in Gaya when he met Ishwarapuri. Ishwarapuri initiated him into the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. The Lord is just setting an example for everyone. Krishna does not need a guru. Krishna is the Adi Guru. He's the original guru. He doesn't need. But just to set an example for the whole world to follow, when the Lord comes into the material world, he also accepts a spiritual master. Otherwise, some rascals will say, after all, when Krishna came, he did not accept a guru. After all, Mahaprabhu did not accept a guru. Why should I accept a guru? So therefore, when the Lord appears in this material world, he sets the standard for everyone to follow. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he accepted Ishwarapuri as his Diksha Guru. And Ishwarapuri is a direct disciple of Madhavendrapuri. So we see that Madhavendrapuri, he came to establish the discipline succession under which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will establish his preaching mission. Madhavendrapuri's body was the emblem of divine love. And so were his followers. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to teach love of Godhead. He had to distribute love of Godhead. Therefore, Sri Madhavendrapuri had to establish that platform of distributing love of Godhead. He displayed uncommon love for Krishna. Seeing a dark blue rain cloud, he would immediately fall down unconscious. Day and night, he was fully intoxicated from drinking the nectar of Krishna's love. Sri Madhavendrapuri could not differentiate between day and night because he was always intoxicated in Krishna Prem. Just like in the material world, when somebody is drunk, somebody has taken so much alcohol, he cannot differentiate between day and night. In the night, he's roaming about on the street thinking that it's day. And during the day, he goes to sleep thinking it's night. In a similar way, the exalted devotees who are fully intoxicated by love of Godhead, they cannot differentiate between day and night. Every time they are absorbed in that love of Godhead. So Madhavendrapuri was such a personality. After making an extensive pilgrimage in Bharat Bhumi, he passed his life in Vrindavan. He actually began the restoration work of Vrindavan. That was continued by Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatana Goswami under the empowerment of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purve Sri Madhavapuri Aila Vrindavana Brahmite Jela Giri Govardhanaha. Once Sri Madhavendrapuri traveled to Vrindavan, where he came upon the hill known as Govardhan Hill. Madhavendrapuri was almost mad in ecstasy of love of Godhead when he saw this hill. He began to dance and chanted very loudly. Sometimes he stood up. Sometimes he fell on the ground. And in this way, he experienced transcendental bliss. After circumambulating the Govardhan Hill, Madhavendrapuri went to Govinda Kund and took his bath. He then sat beneath a tree, taking his evening rest. Wandering from grove to grove, remembering Krishna's sweet pastimes, Madhavendrapuri was always in ecstasy in Vrindavan Dham. Gopala balaka eka duka bandalana ase age dhari kinchu bhalila hasyaha. While he was sitting beneath a tree, an unknown cowherd boy came with a pot of milk and placed it before Madhavendrapuri, and smiling addressed him as follows. So Madhavendrapuri, he is in Vrindavan. He has performed his Govardhan parikramas, and he has gone to take a bath in Govinda Kund, and he sits under a tree to chant his rounds. And here comes a very beautiful boy with a pot of milk, and he brings it before Madhavendrapuri, and he's telling him, please take this milk and drink. Why are you fasting? In this country, nobody fasts. So please take this milk and drink. He said, why don't you beg some food and eat? What kind of meditation are you undergoing here? In this country, nobody fasts. Balakera Sundarya Purira Hai Ila Santosa Tahara Madura Vaki Jilabokta Shoshaha. When Sri Madhavendrapuri saw the beauty of this boy, he became very satisfied. Hearing the sweet words, he forgot all hunger and thirst. Madhavendrapuri asked, "Who are you? Where do you reside? And how do you know that I am fasting?" The beautiful boy replied, "Balaka kahe gopa ami e grame vashi, amara gramete kehana rahe upavashi." The boy said, "Sir, I am a cowherd boy, and I reside in this village. In my village, nobody fasts. So please take this pot of milk and drink." Jalanite stri gana tomare deki jela, stri shabaduka dia amare patailaha. The women who came here to take some water, they saw you, and they came to report to us that there is a saintly man chanting under the tree without food. That is how we got to know that you are here and you are fasting. Interesting. Krishna is Sarvagya. He knows everything, past, present, and future. Vedaham samanti tyani, Krishna says in Bhagavad-gita, I know everything, past, present, and future. I know everyone. For me, nobody knows. So Krishna knows everything. Yet, he is trying to tell Madhavendrapuri that they receive message from the ladies who came to fetch water. But actually, he is a super soul within the heart of every living entity. Sarvasya chaham hriday sanivisto mata smriti gyanam apohanam cha. Krishna is seated in everyone's heart, and from him knowledge, remembrance, and forgetfulness is coming. So therefore, Krishna knows that this devotee, his exalted devotee, his Uttama Bhakta, is sitting here chanting Hare Krishna without food. He knew. But just to cover the vision of Madhavendrapuri, he did not present himself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He said, we receive information from the ladies who came to fetch water here. So, Madhavendrapuri accepted the milk. He drank it. He washed the pot. And he put the pot down because that beautiful boy told Madhavendrapuri that he will come back and take the pot. So therefore, Madhavendrapuri, he washed the pot after he drank the milk, and he kept it down, waiting for the boy to come. But the boy never came. So all night, he was waiting for this beautiful boy to come back. But the boy never came. So as Madhavendrapuri chanted his rounds all night, towards the end of the night, he dozed off. And in that moment of time when he dozed off, he saw that boy again in his dream. Swamne deke sei balaka samuke asinaha eka kunje lana jela hatate darinaha. In a dream, Madhavendrapuri saw the very same boy. The boy came before him and holding his hand, took him to a bush in the jungle. In his dream, Madhavendrapuri saw Gopala, who said, my bodily temperature still has no decrease. Please bring some, sorry, that's the verse before. So he said, I have been abandoned here in the bushes. When the Mongols attacked, the Pujari hit me here and ran away for his safety. I have been here covered by these bushes. Please gather all the villagers and bring me out. Cut down the bushes, cut down the shrubs. Bring me out from this hideout. and installed me on Govardhan Hill. This was the instruction given by the beautiful boy who brought the pot of milk for Madhavendrapuri. So when Madhavendrapuri came back to his external consciousness, he was wondering whether the dream is a fact or a fantasy. But then he felt the boy had come to me earlier. It's the same boy who came to me with the milk. And the same boy is appearing to me in a dream. It must be true. So immediately, Madhavendrapuri gathered the villagers, asked them to bring choppers, and they started to clear the bushes. And there and then, they found this beautiful deity of Gopalji. So, as it is narrated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhavendrapuri organized a very great installation ceremony. The deity was picked up and carried up on the hill of Govardhan, and then it was installed on a flat stone with another stone serving as a backdrop, and then everybody brought some milk, yogurt, ghee, rice, dal, spices, and a very big occasion was organized. Gopalji was installed in a very elaborate way under the direction of Madhavendrapuri. For months and years, it's said for 2 years, there was a continual celebration. Different villages were coming to offer services to Madhavendrapuri in the service of Gopalji. Even adjoining towns, the news spread to adjoining towns, and the news spread to adjoining countries. So people from far and wide, they were all coming with gifts to be offered to Gopalji deity. And so for 2 years, Madhavendrapuri oversaw the celebration, the worship of the deity. And then, after 2 years, there was another dream. Madhavendrapuri had a dream, and the deity told him, "Go bring me sandalwood paste." In a dream, Sri Gopala ordered Madhavendrapuri to go and bring him sandalwood paste. That my body temperature is still as high. Please bring sandalwood paste from Malaya province and smear the pearl over my body to cool me. So Madhavendrapuri had to entrust the service of Gopalji to some brahmanas he had initiated into the Vaishnava tradition, and then he embarked on the journey to find the sandalwood paste for his beloved deity. So on his way, Madhavendrapuri passed through Remuna. In Remuna, we have the Gopinath deity. So Madhavendrapuri arrived there in the night, and he took darshan of the deities, and he was chanting in the marketplace. So as he was chanting in the marketplace, as usual, without food, he did not bother to even ask anybody for food. He just remained in the marketplace and was chanting his rounds. So Gopinath, knowing that his dear devotee had arrived and was not even caring for food, when the last offering was made, sweet rice, Gopinath took one pot of the sweet rice and hid it in a corner. And when the pujaris came, they could not find one pot of sweet rice. They searched everywhere, they could not find it. So they had to take away the balance of the sweet rice. In the middle of the night, Gopinath appeared in a dream of one of the pujaris and told him, the pot of sweet rice we're looking for, it is behind the altar. Go to the altar on this area, you will find it. Take that sweet rice. There is one very wonderful devotee chanting in the marketplace. His name is Madhavendrapuri. Go find him and give him that sweet rice. So immediately the pujari had to get up, take a quick shower, dress up, run into the altar, and there he found a pot of sweet rice sitting there. He picked it up and went out looking for that fortunate soul, that fortunate devotee that the Lord himself stole a pot of rice for his pleasure. Purve Madhavapuriya Lagishra Kaila Churi Ataiva Nama Haila Shira Chora Hari. The deity had taken a pot of sweet rice. He has stolen a pot of sweet rice just for the pleasure of his devotee. This shows how dear a pure devotee is to Krishna. Krishna loves his devotees so much that Krishna will steal to satisfy the devotee. Krishna will do anything to satisfy the devotee. And that is why it is important for all of us to aim at pure devotional service. Actually, this Krishna Conscious program, initiated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is actually meant to offer the living entity pure devotional service. It is only by pure devotional service Krishna can be understood. Bhaktyamam abhijanate yavan yas chasmi tatwataha. Only by pure devotional service can I be known. So this program of Krishna consciousness is actually meant to purify the whole world. It is actually meant to purify the living entity. And when the living entity becomes purified, then you become dear to Krishna. And Krishna is prepared to do anything for his pure devotee. And we have seen those devotees who have taken the trouble to become purified, to become dear to the Lord. There is nothing they lack in this world. Nothing. Krishna provides everything they need for their service. Srila Prabhupada went to America with 40 rupees and 3 boxes of books. That was all his resources he had on him. But because he was such an exalted devotee, because he had given up all material desires, Krishna facilitated his preaching work. And the same thing we can see with all of his disciples who have dedicated themselves in the service of Krishna. Whatever they need, Krishna provides. So this story of Madhavendrapuri is important. That if we become completely purified, Krishna will do everything possible to satisfy the devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had come just to facilitate this development. Therefore, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, he says, Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Bhava Mritahiyaha, Aswadyan Swadhyayam Bhaktam, pramadiksham asikshayat. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appeared in this world for one reason. And what is the reason? To distribute love of Godhead. To distribute Krishna Bhavamritam. And anyone who receives this Krishna Bhavamritam, he becomes very dear to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was tasting the names of Krishna. He was relishing the sweet names of Krishna. And he wanted everyone else, every living entity in this material world to experience this love. That was his mission. So, the mission of the Hare Krishna movement is actually meant to make everyone a pure devotee. That is Srila Prabhupada's mission. And we should all aspire to become pure devotees. And when we become pure devotees, Krishna is ready to relate to us, just as he is relating to Sri Madhavendrapuri. So Madhavendrapuri devotional service is an example for all of us, that if we become dedicated to Krishna's service, there is nothing to lose. That is the message from these wonderful pastimes of Sri Madhavendrapuri. I think the security have already rung the bell to indicate it's 9 o'clock. Is that right? So should I go beyond 9 o'clock? No, we have to break our fast. Any comments or questions? Prabhu, can I go on for another few minutes? Any comments or questions?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Very devotional class and inspirational class. Prabhuji, we were mentioning that Kirchor Gopinath stolen one pot of rice. So there many times we heard many pastimes that whenever Lord's something stolen, Lord, that Pujari came to know. So here Lord came into the dream of Pujari, telling that there is Madhavendrapuri in marketplace. Please give this pot. So any reason that Lord, means Pujari didn't came to know by themselves.
Yes.
Lord came in dream.
The Pujari didn't know himself. They have already gone to look for it. When they went to pick up the prasad, one pot was missing. They searched everywhere. They couldn't find it because the Lord was hiding it himself. So he has to reveal where the sin rice was. So the Lord had to reveal to the Pujari, this is where I've kept the pot of rice you're looking for. It is meant for this devotee. Take it, go to the marketplace. He's there chanting, give it to him. Because the Pujari doesn't know who the sweet rice is meant for. So the Lord has to reveal all that to him. So the Pujari went and picked it up, and he went to the marketplace and was shouting, who is that fortunate soul that Gopinath has stolen this milk for, this sweet rice for? Please come forward and accept it. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu?
Prabhuji gives a comment.
Okay.
I'm just sharing the comment.
Okay.
Now, we will take sweet rice for breaking the fast. Same sweet rice, he says, we will break the fast with the sweet rice. This is a comment from Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. We should break the fast with the scriptures. Thank you very much. We're already breaking the fast. Yes, Prabhu.
Question, Prabhuji. Now, here Madhavendrapuri, in his last days, he was praying that Ai Dina Dayartra Nathe, Madhura Nathe. When Ramachandrapuri, he said, why you are praying such ecstatic, why you are in the deep in love, mad with love with Krishna. Then Madhavendrapuri kind of rejected him.
Yeah, chastised him.
Yeah, chastised him. And he accepted Ishwarapuri because he served him in last days. There is some emotional in the devotees, there are sometimes emotional imbalance happens. Sometimes they are so much they appreciate the beauty of Krishna. Someone comes and says security, or some devotee comes in between, they get immediately upset. So can we consider such feelings for Krishna also similar to feelings of what Madhavendrapuri is experiencing?
Well, Ramachandrapuri was a disciple of Madhavendrapuri, but he was offensive because the disciple should not correct the spiritual master. So for him to go telling his spiritual master why was he crying and reciting that prayer, it was an offense. It was Guru Aparat. And so we should not follow such an example. But in the case, if you are having darshan of the deities, you are feeling happy seeing Radha-Rasbihari or Gaur Nitai or Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, and somebody comes in between and obstructs you, what can you do? You either move away from the person or just wait until he moves. But it should be understood that others, just as you are enjoying your relationship with the deity, you're having such nice darshan, others are also eager to have their darshan. We should always remember the story of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to stand behind a stamba, Garuda stamba in Puri, to have darshan of Lord Jagannath. And normally there's such a huge crowd, everybody is struggling to see Lord Jagannath. So one lady used Mahaprabhu's shoulder as his ladder. He climbed on top of Mahaprabhu's shoulder in order to have darshan of Lord Jagannath. And Govinda was very unhappy. He was very upset. He wanted to pull the lady down for stepping on the Lord's shoulder. Mahaprabhu said, no. Leave her alone. I wish I have the same eagerness to see Lord Jagannath. So Mahaprabhu did not allow Govinda to pull down the lady who was using his shoulder as a stepping stone to have darshan. So if somebody comes in front of us, we should not get upset. We should think, oh, he is also enjoying the relationship with the Lord. We should facilitate him. So that example is enough for us. That if the Lord allowed even a lady, a sannyasi, a woman should not touch him. But here is a woman stepping on his shoulder just because he wants to see Lord Jagannath. And that eagerness, Mahaprabhu appreciated it. So, if somebody blocks us simply because he wants to have darshan of the deities, we should just take a humble stand, wait for him to take his darshan and go away, then we continue. We should facilitate others. A devotee should facilitate others. That should be our mood.
Thank you very much
Hare Krishna.
for bringing nice connection.
So I think the time is up. We should close now. Yeah? Some question? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, how we can compare Srila Prabhupada's life with Madhavendrapuri path? Srila Prabhupada and Madhavendrapuri path, can we do some comparison?
Well, Srila Prabhupada and Madhavendrapuri, they are all Uttama Bhaktas. They are all great devotees. They are Krishna's intimate servants. And Krishna sends them into this world. Prabhupada said so also, that Krishna requested him to come to this material world just to give us the Bhakti Vedanta purports. And Srila Prabhupada said in the beginning he did not want to come because he felt the material world is a very contaminated place. And to come here, he might be contaminated. So he was not ready to come. But Krishna said, go. I am behind you. I will protect you. Don't worry. So, based on Krishna's promise, Krishna's assurance, Srila Prabhupada came. So we can also say that Srila Prabhupada is part of Krishna's entourage, part of Krishna's associates. And Krishna sent him down to this material world to establish this great movement and give us these wonderful scriptures so that the whole world can be blessed. So they are all Mahaprabhu's men. He sent some ahead and brings some later. Madhavendrapuri came early to establish the scene for the appearance of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and established the movement. But Lord Chaitanya wanted his movement to spread all over the whole world. So therefore, he sent another devotee, Senator Bhakta, Srila Prabhupada, to come and spread the movement across the world. So each of them have a special function, a special mission. But they are all associates of Sri Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.